You know, after saving the world, it really does feel good to just take a load off and just enjoy the beautiful sunset. What is up, people? It is Mew Monster 58, and welcome back to another episode of Monster Hunter World. Previously, we took down the final boss of the base game of Monster Hunter World, the crazy, massive Elder Dragon known as Xeno'jiiva. And speaking of Xeno'jiiva, I'll just tell you it's a juvenile, which is crazy if you think it's just a baby. But moving along, when it comes to what we're going to be doing in this episode, is we're actually going to be taking on one of those Elder Dragons that I mentioned in the episode where we beat the final boss, which was the previous episode. And so, I think I'm all prepared for it. So, what I ended up doing is I did do a lot of off-screen grinding, so you will see those compilations now. I basically hunted a bunch of Elder Dragons, Teostra, Kushala, ended up hunting Val Hazak as well as Kieran a good bit because I want to upgrade the Kieran weapons as well. So I ended up doing a good chunk of grinding to get some upgrades, and we will be showing off some of the things I ended up getting after this compilation.
Now! Keep hitting it with trank bombs until the effect kicks in!
Alrighty guys, and back to the actual recording. Let us go and take a look at what we got. So, one of the items I ended up getting was the fire and ice dual daggers that you can make out of both Teostra as well as Kushala stuff, and the reason being is because we can take advantage of this today because the monster we're going to be fighting, the Elder Dragon, is very weak to ice. We also upgraded to the Ragefire Magdafloga. We also got, I think we got the Sin a bit ago. Let me see, is there anything else that I ended up grabbing? We upgraded the Kieran Greatsword into the Kieran Thunder Sword because we got some good materials off of the grinds. Haven't really done any other weapons, really. Yeah, those are the major ones. And I think that that's really about it when it comes to that. I also did upgrade the Oregon armor so that we had some higher base defense. And yeah, what I definitely recommend before we head into this is I definitely recommend you bring something like the Vitality Mantle. Definitely bring a Fireproof Mantle. Definitely bring Fire-resistant armor. I wholeheartedly campaign that you bring that. Let me just make sure we have our items. Yep, I think we're pretty good here. The one thing I'd actually like to do here is we're actually going to go in and deposit the Power Charm as well as the Armor Charm. And the reason being is because we can actually upgrade these things. So to do that, we're going to go to the crafting list. And to upgrade those two, you're going to need to beat an you're gonna need to at least beat one Basil and get Basil Juice Talon, specifically at least 2 of them. And so to upgrade these, let's go and find the crafting recipe. We are going to be upgrading them to the Power Talon, as well as the Armor Talon. And these Sorry guys, I blanked out there for a second. I had to cut that. But yeah, you put these back in your inventory, and they do the exact same thing, is that they essentially just give you defense as well as extra attack damage. I don't know why I blanked out so hard there for a second. Like, I thought that I ended up crafting something that I wasn't supposed to craft. And so, today, as we're going to be taking on the Elder Dragon, I'm going to just tell you guys right now, it's been a minute since I've done this quest line, and so I can't exactly remember how long it is. And so my ultimate goal is to avoid splitting this into 2 episodes. Like, that's the last thing I want to do. So if this episode is long, you guys will understand why. But I will do my best to sort of cut out all of the non-necessary things and to just focus on what we're going to be doing. So to get this quest line going, we're actually going to have to speak to the Huntsman. If you guys remember, the Huntsman mentioned that Teostra was one of his fiercest rivals.
Main gate. Seems like they're getting ready to go out on an expedition in the forest.
Okay, Handler, we don't care. Well, we do, but not now. So remember Teostra, as the Huntsman mentioned, was one of his fiercest rivals. So let's go talk to him. Ha! I've been waiting for you, Hunter. We have something to talk about. As you may know, the fearsome Teostra calls the Elder's Recess its home. However, we've received reports of its presence in the Wild Spire Waste, which is odd that it has left the Elder's Recess once more. Something is going on, and that something is why the commander has ordered the best of the 5th, you, Hunter, to go out and investigate. You and your handler has the details. The quest is called the Blazing Sun. Alright, so we're going to have to complete this. So it's just a special assignment, so we'll go in and complete that. So let us go and head to the canteen so that we can eat, and yeah, we'll get on this quest. Alrighty, here is the Blazing Sun. We're going to do this one, and I will more than likely be cutting this a lot because we fought Teostra, and I don't really care to bore you guys with another fight with Teostra. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this episode concise, and so I don't want anything unnecessary to be in the episode. So let's head out and see. Again, there will be a lot that'll be cut with this, so I'm just gonna you'll see how it is, however it is in the video whenever it's out. Alrighty, with Teostra taken down, I will meet you guys back at the back in Nistera. Alrighty, let's talk to the Huntsman. Excellent work, you're good, Hunter. Let's entrust the research to the scholars now. We shall escort them to the site so they can investigate. It seems everyone from the Second Fleet was all in a hurry to report something to the Chief just now. I wonder what's going on. Did you talk to the Second Fleet Master? Fiver, come here. Lend me your ear for a minute. One of the underlings was going on about a Teostra that appeared in our little special arena out in the Great Ravine. Would you believe that? A Teostra! The good news is that the beast appears to be wounded. It was spotted coming from the Wild Spire Waste, but suddenly dropped into our area. Just when we were raring to make some well-needed repairs, that beast shows up and makes a mess of the place. Anyway, the better news is that we need someone to go and deal with it. Isn't that bad news, you say? Not for a bloody legend like yourself. You think the Teostra that's in there is the same one you were investigating earlier? Well, no, because we frickin' killed that one. I see. Well, today's your lucky day then, ain't it? He's probably passed out by now, gorging on all that gunpowder. Yeah, you didn't know. Rumor is Teostra feasts on gunpowder when they're wounded. That's probably why he's holding there. I've given your handler a quest called Pandora's Arena. Get your gear sorted out and give the place a once-over. Alright, Sapphire Star, what'll it be? So... Oh, since we're here also, I'd like to also show there is a new armor set that we can access, and that is the Xenojiva armor, so let's go and take a look at it. It's actually very cool. The alpha set is freaking amazing. It's very, as we can see, it's pretty good against everything except fire and dragon, but yeah, a very cool armor set. On both ends. Both ends are very cool. So, very cool stuff. Just wanted to show that. Is there anything else? Double check. Nope, not really. Okay. Awesome. Alright, so I'll go eat, and I will meet you guys in that quest.
This is unsettling, to say the least. Proceed carefully.
I recommend we drink a cold drink before you head in there. Just telling you that right now. Alrighty, let's go see what the ruckus about this Teostra is all about. Hello folks, welcome to Teostra's wife, the blue griffin elder dragon known as Lunastra. In my opinion, she is a good deal tougher than her husband, primarily due to the amount of elemental fire damage she does. She does use her limbs like her husband, but she tends to just blow fire a lot more than her husband does, and she likes to set out a ton of pools of fire everywhere, and we'll get to that in a second. She's weak to ice, neutral to dragon, resists water and thunder, and is immune to fire. You can cut the tail, and the heads and the wings are the weakest points as well as breakable. I'll be the first to admit that I haven't fought Lunastra all that much, but unlike Behemoth as well as the Ancient Leshen, I'm more confident in talking about Lunastra just due to the fact of her similarities with Teostra, and in addition to that, it's not nearly as a difficult fight in my opinion as those two monsters. The major thing to note with Lunastra is its elemental fire damage. She does a lot of it, as I mentioned, so having fire resistant armor, the fireproof mantle, and cool drinks on hand are a must. Heat guard as an armor skill is also a very viable option because she has the same heat aura as her husband. The Velocioth armor has it, remember. In addition to that, I also feel as though a lot of her attacks cover a larger area than Teostra. I think she's kind of a mixture between Teostra as well as Kushala, and the reason being, she has attacks that blow you back. You know, you get that sort of wind thing where you get stunned, much like Kushala, but instead of wind, it's a lot of fire. Be careful when you run around. It's very easy to run into fire patches and get damaged very easily. She also has her own Nova. Now, a couple things to note with her Nova. Her Nova isn't a burst of damage like Teostra. It's actually over time. So what she'll essentially do is she'll jump down and she'll roar, and she'll land on the ground, and then as she's roaring, it's essentially like a fire tornado, if you want to think of it like that, where she releases waves of fire outwards from her in all directions, and then you'll essentially take damage if you're within the immediate vicinity every like second or so. It's a lot of damage, which is why I recommend you heal through that, or you obviously have something like a fireproof mantle, or you just, you know, you're using potions, right, like I just said. The other thing about her Nova that I didn't actually know is that when you flash pod her out of the sky, she tends to do it a lot. So I do recommend bringing flash pods, but be sparing with them, a little more sparing than you'd want to be. Take advantage of her turf wars as well with Nergigante as well as Kushala, as they do a lot of damage to her. And in addition, as I mentioned in the beginning of the Let's Play, there was one exception to a turf war, and that was with Lunastra. And the reason being is because if she meets a Teostra in the wild, they will have this thing called a turf bond, not a turf war. And essentially, because right there, you know, they're husband and wife, and essentially what they'll do is they'll do this dance in the middle of the air, and it'll create this huge fire nova that will deal an extreme amount of damage in a burst. And if you're within the immediate vicinity, if you don't have enough health, you're probably going to die. Best of luck, and Godspeed, hunters. Lunastra. Alrighty, folks, here is Lunastra, the very much more, in my opinion, difficult wife of the dreaded Teostra. Keep going here. So this is just a repel quest. At the very least, I don't know how long the... Ow. This sucks. I'm gonna have to heal. Yeah, this thing is just... Uh-oh, uh-oh. As you can see, there's so much fire everywhere. Way more than with Teostra. Especially this blue fire. This, if I didn't have the fireproof mantle on right now, this thing would be doing an insane amount of damage to me. I'm actually going to need to grab some slinger. And there's only... I hate the slinger in the arena. I'm not going to lie. Ow. I hate the slinger in the arena. Yeah, it's all up here. Sure, I could grapple onto her, but I also don't want to risk getting annihilated. Ow. I'm gonna try and not get stubborn here, but as you can see, those fire, when she uses attacks, she ends up like putting down a lot of like blue fire pools when she does that. It's pretty freaking annoying. Ow. Alright, so she's not angry yet. Let's see if I can stop her. There. Into the wall. Thank you. Let's see if I can... By the way, this is why I made these dual blades, is because she's not actually weak to water, she's weak to ice, and so the blast and the ice, I think, would help here, so... Alright, she's gonna get angry. Ow! As you can see, she does fight similar to her husband. I'm not saying she is completely different from her husband, but she certainly does. Yeah, this is the no... Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Oh, it is. It absolutely is the Nova. It absolutely is the Nova. Gotta heal, gotta heal, gotta heal. Never mind. Ow, dude. That Nova is freaking annoying. Uh-oh. That Nova's like one of the worst things imaginable. I should have crafted max potions, shouldn't I? Like I told you, she's way more frustrating than her husband. Like, that Nova is ridiculous. I told you, it's like a combo of Teostra plus Kushala, and everyone hates Kushala. Teostra's already pretty difficult. This ain't a... Ah. Okay. I gotta put the Vitality Mantle on, or else I'm gonna get freaking rocked, dude. I know I'm Mega Potioning with, like, very little health missing, but... Ow. Remember, in regular hunts, you don't get the glory of having the freaking Dragonator in here. Yep. I'm trying to see if I can mount her. Ow, man. Yeah, I need to heal, because if she Novas, I'm gonna die if she Novas. Like I told you, I absolutely feel that she is ridiculously stronger than her husband. It's just her the AoE is just so, oh my god, man. Ow, dude. There's very few monsters in the game that tend to do more elemental damage than physical. This is one of them. Ow, man. Come on. That took like half... Oh. I'm freaking dead. Surprisingly not. I need to heal. I need to heal. Yeah, I know I only have 10 minutes. Give me a break. Dude, come on. Get out of the fire. Goodness me, I have to drink like one of these. I gotta use this. There we go, that's something. Goodness me, man. Okay, nice. There, got the tail at the very least. Oh wow, that was kind of lucky actually. Uh-oh. If I can move! Oh, that was a miss. Uh-oh. Trying to recover some stamina. Dude. There we go, that's what I was trying to do. I've been trying to do that for a minute so I can get a decent knockdown. God. I hate this thing, man. I forgot how much I hate fighting this monster. Oh, this isn't even the strongest version of this thing. Oh no, it's not. Not even close. Alright, there we go. Lunastra has been repelled. Even in the face of adversity, you shine. By the way, I've discovered where they're heading. Come see me. Alright, we got the tail, though. So that's a nice material that we can grab. Which, by the way, it's going to be fun. We're going to have to fight and kill it this time instead of just repel it. It's just that Nova, man. That Nova is one of the worst things ever. Alright, I'm going to cut the rest of this out, and I'll see you guys back at the Huntsman. Alrighty, back at the Huntsman.
Impressive.
Glad you're safe, and salutations on a job well done. We've tracked Teostra and Lunastra's movements, and they are now somewhere in the Elder's Recess. Teostra and Lunastra are unique Elder Dragon pairs. However, there has never been reports of the two roaming as a couple. I completely skipped over that. This is a chance and opportunity to see how this pair of Elder Dragons interact and court each other, and the extremely rare cases tend to be the most dangerous ones. That's why the commander wants you to take on this assignment. Speak to your handler when you're ready. The quest is called No Remorse, No Surrender. Alright, folks. Well, we have to go and, I believe, fight both of them. This will be a fun quest. Luckily, when you do, if you guys didn't know, when you guys do double quests like this, where there's two monsters that you're targets, they have less health. They have less overall health pool. So, yep, looks like we have to kill both of them, and so I will meet you guys in the Elder's Recess. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. Alrighty, here we are. One of the most elite hunters may take on this assignment. I pray for your safe return. Yeah, me too, man. Alrighty, I honestly do not know where either of them are, so I think the closest would probably be here. Like I told you, when Teostra and Lunastra are in the same area and you're in combat, oh boy, get ready for that turf bond, and that is one of the worst possible things ever to get caught in the middle of. But we're going to, so that's going to be a lot of fun, isn't it? So we're going to need, I'm probably actually going to take one of these. I need to take a cool drink before we head in. Alright, let's see. Well, there's the husband. At least I can engage the husband. The husband really isn't too bad. Like I told you, I've fought plenty of these recently, so I'm not too scared of the husband. Oh, and the wife is right there. Of course she is. Why wouldn't she? Please go. Oh, no. And she's going to walk over here, isn't she? They're both... Dude. shoot a dung pod at the wife. This fight, if you guys can't tell, will more than likely be cut plenty of times, because there is a lot to deal with here. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess we're fighting her, I guess. Come here. Your husband liked to fight over here, so come here. Oh my goodness, ow. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we're gonna have to fight. Get out of the sea. I know I shot a dung pod at freaking Teostra. I did not mean to shoot one earlier at him. Go away. Please go away. Please go away. Of course he's got... Okay, well, we'll leave it alone. I hate doing this, but I'm going to. Oh, wait. That's not good. She actually didn't. Dude, I couldn't even... Where did I grapple? I didn't even see where I grappled. There. Go. Okay. I completely missed. What the heck was that damage? Got Superman dive over and over again. Or not, I didn't even get a chance to. That was awesome, dude. Oh boy, here comes her husband. The reason I'm not, by the way, I am not doing it is because I'd like to at least show the turf bond, if possible. If they're going to do it, I don't know if they will. Got Lunastra's tail. That's what I've been waiting for. Okay. Now it's time to fight the husband, I guess. Again, I am not as scared of the husband nearly as I am much about the wife. There's the tail. I'm gonna wait. Or not. I mean, I'm stunned. This is something I can do. My goodness, man. I do want to take advantage of the fact that Lunastra is here. I know I don't have many potions left, but I want to take advantage of the fact that Lunastra is here. Can you jump over here? I forgot to carve the tails. I'll go back and carve those after this cycle. Again. Nice. Yeah, I'd rather do the damage to Lunastra than the Teostra. Again, like I told you guys, I'm way more confident fighting Teostra than I am this guy. Or this female. Alright, wow, she's already decently low, which I'm very happy about. Like I told you, the health... Oh, no. Okay, I really need to heal, actually. I might Farcast her, actually. Oh, I thought they were gonna do it. Oh, well, that's not good. Yeah, I might Farcaster here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Whew, goodness, I need to get out of there. Where's hers? It's so hard to... Oh, yeah, that was hard to see. I don't know why. That's just hard to see. Okay. Go away. I'd like to get the husband to go away. Oh, here it is! Here it is. Get ready. Yeah, you gotta stay really far back. Yep. That, if you don't do anything, you will basically get freaking annihilated. Just gonna point that out. Oh my. Oh, and there goes all of my, Alright, well, we're just gonna chuck this on now. And we're gonna use one of these. Into the freaking crystal. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. I got the heal anyway. Let's go, let's go. I heard these two dual blades, by the way, this pair of dual blades, I heard this was really good against Lunastra. At least I've read something online about it. Alright, looks like Lunastra is on her low... is on... it's on low health, excuse me. Let's go. Very, very nice. Come on. Should be just about dead. Please just die, thank you! My goodness, man. Ah, I hate this thing with a passion. And now I still remember now why I hate this thing so much. Good God. This thing sucks, dude. I don't remember her armor, I'll be honest with you. This is one of the armors I actually do not remember. I assume, by the way, I'm going to say this because I know I was an idiot in the past. Lunastra's armor is more than likely still really good. It's just... I don't know it. I actually do not know what her armor entails. I know that Teostra obviously has Master's Touch. That's an incredibly powerful set bonus to have, so... Alrighty. I would go back to base now that he's super low and, get bombs, but I really don't care at this point, and plus I think I'm confident enough to annihilate this guy without actually having to use mega barrel bombs. Nice. Come here. Ah, yeah, let's go, guys. Got both of them. Oh, man. You have a gift of wisdom and a technique without peer. Superb work, Hunter. Yeah, as you can see, like I told you, Lunastra in comparison to her husband is way more difficult, especially when they're together like this. If I were fighting Lunastra solo in this area, it would have been easier, and plus using those falling rock traps, anything like that is extremely helpful. You just get so much extra damage on these monsters for that. But yeah, Lunastra and Teostra, again, I can understand the frustrations a lot of people have with Lunastra. It's pretty ridiculous, actually. The Nova is just it's like if you're gonna get staggered and then it's just you're gonna get hit by the waves of fire. It's just really freaking annoying. Oh wow, look at that. We got a gem. That's wild, dude. This is the second hunt. Well, the first full hunt of Lunastra, and I already got a gem for her. What luck. Same thing with Val. I can't believe with Val Hazapi I ended up getting the first. Alrighty, back to the Huntsman. Wonderful, wonderful. To report to the guild about a Teostra and a Lunastra is a huge win for the Research Commission. Your masterful technique surely deserves a special reward. But what shall I bestow upon you? Ah, I know. Allow me to give the specialized tool that the analytics director conjured up. He said that he studied my movement in combat and produced from it and produced this device. He gave it to me hoping I would try it, but I'm an old-time hunter, and I'm no good with all this new technology. However, I think someone like you who's already accustomed to the New World style of hunting can use it to its full potential. You're the Research Commission's true Sapphire Star. I pray that you light the way for all of us in the years to come. The Temporal Mantle. Now, the Temporal Mantle is probably one of the best mantles to exist in this entire game. It's arguably the best mantle. Basically, what it does is anytime that a monster or you're going to get hit with something heavy, right, like a heavy hit, as long as it's going to deal damage and knock you back, you will immediately dodge it. Now, depending on the severity of the attack and how strong it is, that will determine how much of the mantle is taken up, you know, how much of its use is taken up. So the stronger the attack, the more of the mantle will be used when it's automatically dodged. Now, this will not protect you against being on fire. It won't protect you against, like, acid damage or anything like that. Passive damage, it will not do anything, but to any strong attacks, it will. Now, the Elder Melder has something new, and this is the last thing I'll address in this episode, besides the Lunastra gear. Oh, hey there. This is quite a find. Do you know what this is? It's called a Streamstone, but oh, this is incredible. Simply fascinating. I sense an indescribable power inside of it. I might be able to use it in my melding. If you're feeling a bit brave, why don't you try tossing it into the pot with one of your decorations? Just keep in mind I don't have the faintest idea of what kind of decoration will pop out in the end, so don't be disappointed. So, what can I meld for you, Sapphire Star? So, with this, after beating Xeno'jiiva, you unlock the first Wyverian ritual. So, like I told you, the Elder Melder has different, like, breakpoints in the story that will unlock certain things with the Elder Melder, and this is one of them, obviously beating Xeno'jiiva. If you find a Streamstone, which is obtained by killing a level 2 threat tempered monster, and we'll get into tempered monsters soon, you will unlock the first Wyverian ritual, which allows you to reroll decorations, and it will spit out new ones. This is why I mentioned so long ago this can be very unforgiving, like this whole mechanic, because it's all up to RNG to get what you want and you need for a specific build. It might be a dumb comparison, but if you've ever rerolled skins in League of Legends, or rerolled skins in general in other games, I play League a lot with friends off screen, this is basically the same, just with decorations. So, just so you guys understand. Alrighty, and we'll go check out the Lunastra gear, and we'll end it all off there. Yeah, guys, man, after doing this episode, I realized how much I actually hate Lunastra. I'll be a wet, excuse me. Well, I'll be a Rajang's wet nurse. You bloody did it. Things were looking bleak there, eh? Not only did you have a Teostra, but a Nergigante and a Lunastra. Huh, I bet you nearly soiled yourself. But you showed everyone why you're an A-list hunter, mate. My team in the special arena salute you. Alright, Sapphire Star, what it will be. So, let's go to the equipment, let's take a look at the armors we can make, and we have Lunastra armor, which is essentially, it's a little more flamboyant, in my opinion, than the, you can see the helmet design, so let's go to the Teostra. Yeah, you can see it's a little more flamboyant, especially in the headpiece, obviously, that's a big differentiate between Lunastra and Teostra's. If you look at their faces, Lunastra has this more sort of flamboyant head crest piece in comparison. But yeah, let's take a look. What does this thing Lunastra favor? Increases stamina cap, prevents attacks from being deflected, also shortens. Oh, that's pretty solid. You get health boost, blast attack is pretty good. Evade extender's always nice. Tool specialist, it's okay. It's alright. The wide range is also pretty solid. I know people like using that in certain builds, but yeah. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at weapons. Actually, I think there's a hammer for Lunastra, and it's actually pretty freaking cool. Yeah, the hammer's pretty cool. You can take a look at that. That's really neat. Really there, yeah, and then you can upgrade it with Nergigante or Xeno'jiiva stuff, so you can switch it up with the attack. So this has a couple slots. This has bigger slots with more blast. This has smaller slots with less blast, but it has a higher raw damage. So again, you trade off some things. You do get the white sharpness, which is really nice. So the natural stuff, from what I've seen, is pretty solid. I've personally never built it in my games, but yeah, the one item I actually want to show you guys that I'm working towards is I'd like for us to get this the Valhazaka hammer, like I showed you before. We're gonna end up getting that as our dragon hammer. But yeah, with us taking on Teostra, and then Lunastra and Teostra, and then, well, excuse me, Teostra, then Lunastra, and then Teostra and Lunastra, and introducing that new DLC Elder Dragon into our adventure. I think that is all for this episode. So, next time on Monster Hunter World, I think we will either be taking on the Leshen or the Behemoth, and I think that we will be going on the Witcher for the most part. I believe I've decided for the most part we're just going to be doing the Leshen. So, without further ado, I think that is all for this episode. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends and also follow me in the socials. Those will be linked down in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives.